Hi there, we're back. I'm Michelle Bernard, and we are back together again as I read my book to you, Lean, Happy, Healthy You, 8 Healthy Habits for Her Happy Life. And I'm so glad you've returned to get more of these morsels that are going to change your life. We have been discussing now the ritual, the 8 healthy habits for her happy life. And I'm just going to review HABIT, which is our acronym, because we want to set up healthy habits, 8 healthy habits, which make up the ritual. But habit itself, the acronym, remember the H stands for harness your creative mind. And the A stands for abandon your barriers. And you remember that because that was the dump. Please go back to the videos so you can get all this stuff. And it's okay if you watch them more than once. In fact, I think I would advise that. B is to bring your desired feeling and vision into your body. And I initiate a series of behaviors that align with your vision. So now we're going to move. We're going to start setting up our plan because this next section is healthy habits for your body. And if you have the book, I am at 130, page 130. Habit number 3, advance schedule your workouts and your fuel. Your workouts, remember that you're going to do 4 to 6 workouts. So this is part of the ritual now. 4 to 6 workouts a week for 45 to 90 minutes each. So how many days are in a week? 7? You're going to do the majority of the days. 4 to 6 for 45 minutes to 90 minutes. And I said before that like a yoga class is 90 minutes. And you can work out for 90 minutes if you want to. You only have to do 60 minutes, 45 minutes to 90 minutes. Advance schedule these workouts. When will you schedule your workouts? Are you thinking about it? Good. Write a workout schedule. Double good. Don't let a slight gust of emotional wind blow your house of goals out of reach. Erect boundaries around this workout schedule. Uphold it as sacred. In softball, you're supposed to hit the ball and run like lightning to first base. You can overrun first base and still be called safe. So don't hesitate. Look around for the ball or second guess the chance that you'll make it. Just run. You cannot overrun second base or third base, and running to home base isn't always a clear option. For the other bases, you need to prepare to slide or check the field to see if it's safe to run. You could get tagged out. Run like lightning every week. Run like you're running to first base every week. Perhaps you'll begin using the 8 habits of the RIT the way you'd run to first base, charged with excitement and high hopes. You will run at your goals with lightning speed. But after a few weeks, your mindset matches the softball game. You begin to hesitate and check with your random feelings before you run towards your goal. After you pass the first successful weeks, be sure not to fall back into random decision making. Do not consult with your fluctuating feelings to decide whether to exercise. You've chosen a couple of dominant feelings, and you remember that because we've been talking about what is your desired feeling goal. You've chosen a couple dominant feelings, your meaningful feelings. Move toward those. At the beginning of each week, advance schedule your workouts and follow that schedule. And I tell all of my clients, you must advance schedule your workouts. The top of the week, when someone asks you when you're going to work out, you go Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You don't go, you'll just see. You're not random. Remember, you're not going to reach your goals being random. Advance schedule them. To implement this habit without effort, schedule your workouts for the same times each week, so you'll always just know. Give a heads up to the people who you spend the most time with. Tell them when you'll be working out. Busy. You'll command respect for your non-negotiable commitment. This is so important. You tell your folks, all the folks that spend time with you when you're training, when you're working out, you tell them ahead of time. So when they ask you, I'll get into that. I'm going ahead. I know. Life's not all mermaids and unicorns. Your schedule is sure to meet with opposition. 2 challengers who threaten your workout schedule are the OPAs and OPOs. Other people's agendas and other people's opinions about you, your program, your new habits, your new thoughts, the specificity of your goals, and your vision. Has it ever happened that you've arranged with best intentions to go to a Sunday morning Pilates class, only to awaken to an unexpected invitation to do something else? You get a text from the dude you've been stalking for a while on Facebook. He asks you to meet him for brunch. Well, yeah. After a couple text exchanges ending with "meet ya at noon," you prepare the bath for a luxurious bubble soak. You set your hair, douse your back and bra in Chanel No. 5, try on 4 styles of black slacks, then meet the cute guy at the restaurant at 12:03. That's the sound of a wrong decision buzzer. It sounded because you've skipped your Pilates class again. You could have had it all. They write songs with titles like that. If you would have stuck with the first pair of black slacks, hummed your Sade tunes during a quick shower after you returned home from the Pilates workout, that is, you could have had it all. The challenging ab workout would have been fodder for an engaging convo with the cutie while you shared the flan he ordered for dessert. I'm sure he would have been impressed by your commitment, ability to clean up well after a workout, and your ripped abs. You would have enjoyed a small serving of flan with less guilt, too. Your workout schedule is sacred. The people who care about you will understand this. If they don't, train them. You'll be pleased with yourself if you do this, so do this. Your agenda matters more than other people's agendas. OPAs. Advance schedule each week's workouts and attend them as scheduled. The OPOs, other people's opinions, may try to convince you to trash your plans. Liz asked her best friend Danny to help her find a new desk and chair from IKEA Saturday morning. Danny loved shopping at IKEA. She said she'd be ready to go by 11:30 a.m. Liz suggested they get to the store before 11. Danny apologized. "Oh, Liz, my spinning class isn't over till 10:30. I'll take a quick shower and rush to your place by 11:30, promise." Liz was disappointed. "Can't you skip spinning this week? Haven't you been going to the gym too much anyway? Don't you think you need a break? I really want to get to the store early." Danny didn't know what to say. She advanced scheduled 4 workouts for the week. She was used to doing 5 workouts, but had to cancel one to attend a work function on Thursday. This would mean missing another workout. She wanted to help Liz. She was conflicted. OPOs, other people's opinions, will show up whether you're ambivalent or deeply committed to your goals. Julia shared an apartment with her sister and best friend, Jennifer. Both sisters desired to lose weight since junior high school. Over the years, they tried many diets together. Usually, the positive results would disappear after the holidays. Julia started practicing the ritual in September. By November 12th, she'd gone from 195 pounds down to 172. In order to lose an average of 2 pounds a week, Julia advance scheduled 4 fitness classes every week. Julia also hired a personal trainer for Sundays. One particular Sunday, Jennifer seemed irritated at Julia. Julia arrived home 20 minutes later than she'd promised for dinner. She refused to put gravy or cornbread on her plate. Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. Jennifer cut her eyes at Julia, then made herself a plate of food. Jen, you know it's not personal. I love your cooking. I just don't want another setback this time. I want to lose 12 more pounds by the end of the year. Get serious, Julia. You do these crazy programs every year. You already know what'll happen. Right now you're wide-eyed about getting to the gym. You're eating this healthy stuff they tell you to eat. I mean, what are you going to do when you get too busy to work out? What are you going to do at Thanksgiving? Excuse yourself from my turkey and gravy? That's crazy, girl. You're just going to gain the weight back like you usually do, remember? Have you thought about that? Julia felt sick. OPOs. Other people's opinions. Talk about difficult. When I first lost a significant amount of weight using a consistent workout schedule, and you know my schedule with Anna, 4 days with Anna and 2 days with another aerobic instructor, someone close to my heart cornered me with the same kinds of questions in a doubtful tone. I responded, I won't gain the weight back. I'm going to keep it off. Saying those words strengthened my conviction to live up to them. At first, I was panicked over how I'd live up to them. I was terrified about the future. Except that the process that changed my body gave me more discipline and showed me I could trust myself. I figured I'd use the same tools that transformed me the first time if I had issues in the future. You are going to keep the fat lost too. You'll have the tools. Plus, you don't have to know whether your schedule will get busier 6 months from now, nor do you need to know how you'll accommodate it. You only have to know this week's schedule. You need to know next week's schedule at the beginning of next week, and so on. When life hands you a new schedule, you can update your weekly workouts. Martin Luther King Jr. said that after you decide to advance towards something momentous, do not become overwhelmed by how you'll climb the entire staircase. Climb one stair at a time. Figure out what you'll do after, not before, you take the next step. Just take the step. In part 4, I'll hand you solutions to handle interference from your OPOs and OPAs. Even though some people in your life won't understand your new healthy lifestyle, some will. I'll explain why you need to find someone who does understand so they can help you reach your vision. We're going to go on. This next section is a check-in, and then we have a camp out with your advanced scheduling. So habit number 3 again is to advance schedule your workouts and your fuel. And we discussed in the previous videos that you fuel every 4 to 5 hours and drink half your body weight in ounces of water. And I'm older, I'm 56, so I fuel even less than that. I fuel twice a day. So I eat maybe every 6 hours, and I have a nutritious boost, and I have my 2 cheats, which is habit number 7. And I'm going to read about that in another video, my cheats. But we're going to talk a little bit about habit 4, which is to exercise for 45 to 90 minutes, 4 to 6 days a week. You have time. You have time. If you spend time befriending Bravo TV's housewives most days of the week, Who might you become? A well-versed critic of shady relationships and girlfriend dramas. If you tell Alexa, I can't say it loud because she'll hear me, to snooze 5 times, instead of rising, lacing your sneakers, and keeping your advanced scheduled workout, who might you become? A gremlin of guilt whose prize for the day is 20 minutes of extra sleep. Are Bravo soaps and shallow sleep worth more to you than burning 300 calories, raising your energy, and combating stress? Which seems more painful? Which is pleasurable? Dedicating your valuable time to copious episodes of The Housewives of Des Moines, kitten videos on YouTube, or the corner seat of your sectional for a Mr. Big season of Law and Order won't burn fat, it won't build muscle, and it won't improve your self-confidence, nor will it elevate your life. You've got 7 days every week, Beyonce. Lose the non-productive, mind-numbing habits. Interrupt the time suckers. Move toward what really matters. I really mean this. You've got the time to exercise, you do. You just have to have the vision to see yourself in all these parts that I'm introducing in Lean, Happy, Healthy You are going to help you do that so that you have the drive from within because of your vision. Because of your vision, because you see yourself already in the future. Advanced schedule, 4 to 6 days of exercise every week. Who might you become if you do this? Hot and healthy medicine. Exercise does more than give you a hot bod. It circulates nutrients to your cells. It slows aging, alters your mood. I love that part. And improves your sleep. Take your medicine at least 4 times and as often as 6 times a week. Without dropping a textbook of medical babble over your head, here's a big reason. Beyond controlling your body fat, that you need to exercise most days of the week. Exercise detoxifies you from the harmful effects of stress. My stress is 20 stories high. Yours is a microphone. What makes me stressed out might not feel stressful to you. I used to sing in front of hundreds of people. It made me come alive. The bigger the audience, the better. That same situation might cause you to have a full-on panic attack, ripe with a heart rate surge, purple skin, and soaked armpits at the thought of singing in front of 2 puppies. However, if you forced me to stand in line for one of those 20-story straight-dropping roller coasters at Fun World, I'd lose all my breath. My stomach would tangle till I could taste its contents. My glasses would slip sideways down my nose. You wouldn't be able to hear me gasp over the drumming from my chest. I do not feel safe or happy on roller coasters, you see. Not ever. If you enjoy fast 10 cars that drop, leaving your stomach 40 seconds behind you, your body would perceive roller coasters as exciting. Even if you felt the same physical experiences as I, high heart rate, sweat on your nose, a turbulent stomach, excitement feels similar to anxiety. You'd benefit from a rise. If you liked that fast 10 car dropping, you'd benefit from a rise in endorphins because of your excitement. I'd get flooded with cortisol because of my fear. The coaster itself is not stressful. Your perception determines how your body responds. Your individual perception of an event determines how your individual body responds. Your body doesn't need an actual experience to feel stressed either. Thinking about a stressor creates the same physical response as experiencing the stressor in real life. Nobody with a pulse can avoid stress. There's nothing you can do to get away from it, unless you retreat to a mountainside cavern in the Himalayas, but then you'd need to deal with the swarms of bats. Some stress is good for you. Good stress can force you off the fence of indecision. Good stress. Good stress can energize you to tackle a task with speed and strength. A stress response can prepare your body to react to danger with urgency, enabling you to fight or flee or freeze. Remember Jurassic Park? It's just that if stress is rampant in your life, it doesn't bring a happy return to your body or mind. So you might be thinking, Michelle, I want to lose weight. And you're going on and on and on about stress. And the reason why this is in here is because your stress can be minimized through regular exercise, especially if you do it the way I teach you how to do it, which is with a vision in mind and a lot of creative energy. And if you are very, very stressful, you're going to gain weight and your body's going to feel it's going to have the effects of stress, a very unhealthy biochemical effect. That's the stress response. So that's why this is important. So don't skip this part. Stay with me. Okay? Chronic stress that doesn't dissipate for weeks, months, or longer can make you sad, sick, and fat. It's raining. You have to walk the dog before work. The rain blocks his senses, so your sweet pooch takes more time to sniff out the perfect pee spot. You haven't brewed coffee yet. Uh-oh. You're in thicker traffic than usual, thanks to the rain, your pup, and the delay from burning your tongue on hot coffee. You need to get into the right lane, but the dude singing to himself in the black Mustang won't let you in. You slam the steering wheel and spit curses into your empty passenger seat. Luckily, you make it to the off-ramp. Now you're only 5 minutes late for work. Blood pressure rises, sweaty armpits, soiled shirt, mild headache. Pages of emails await you. You consider smashing your head down onto the keypad, but that would startle your coworkers and maybe jam one of the keys, like it did last week. You consider pretending you haven't seen the messages. You could tell folks their emails befell the mouth of spam. Shallow breathing, elevated heart rate still, upset stomach, craving candy. You pop a butterscotch, followed by 4 more, and proceed to answer your emails. Lunchtime. There's a fried meat option on the menu. There's pizza. It smells like oregano and sausage. It's free. God, if I could eat this, it'll junk my diet. If I eat this, it'll junk my diet. Maybe 1 slice. Maybe if I pull off the pepperoni, the cheese, maybe I'll eat 2 slices and skip dinner tonight. Bloated from 2 pepperoni slices, dehydrated and sleepy. During your break, you grab a venti latte with 3 equals you're starving. Add 1 mini bagel with the cream cheese cleverly hidden inside. The commute home takes twice as long. Your empty passenger seat is dented by the curses you've slammed into the leather. You chew a bag of Doritos in 8 seconds, then pass out on the couch. It's only 6 p.m. Low blood sugar, a healthy fat like walnuts or almonds with berries, or a high fiber carb like a pear or a guava fruit would have fed you better energy, followed by a short workout or meditative movement. A nap is good, but not an evening nap. You wake up from your nap, grumpy as a smurf, at 7:15 p.m. You stick a green boxed meal into the microwave. You chew something meaty and saucy while simultaneously shuffling through the documents for your presentation tomorrow. Your phone reads 10 o'clock, time to walk the dog again. You can't get to sleep, so you scroll your Facebook thread and compare your life to the fabulous lives of friends and people you don't know, yet friended. By 2 a.m., when you pass out, you've forgotten to turn the lights off. You've left your computer screen on. Thanks to the blue light glowing from your MacBook, your mind spirals into the epicenter of inferior feelings that push you into dreaming about weird stuff. Through the night, your pulse is as high as if you were dancing salsa in a nightclub. When you frequently experience and or perceive events in your life as stressful, and when you habitually consume processed foods or unhealthy fat and sugar in high quantities. Now, this is frequently and habitually. They're underlined in the book. They're underlined. And when you lack adequate sleep or rest, you become a front-running candidate for ding, 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 chronic stress overload. So I pause here to say that what the RIT does with the 8 habits is it makes sure that doesn't happen to you. So, chronic stress is the main cause of disease and high body fat. When you experience a stressor, your adrenal glands produce adrenaline, also called epinephrine, which accelerates your heart rate. Your immune system weakens. Calcium absorption decreases, causing you to bloat. It's what used to happen to me all the time. Uncomfortable, wouldn't you say? And then there's that hormone cortisol. Surely you've heard of it. It's all the rage. Cortisol is not a total tyrant. The adrenal glands produce it to help your body reduce inflammation during a stressful episode. Imagine the inflammatory response when you're wounded. The area gets red, swollen, and tender to the touch. The inflammation creates a boundary around the injured area so you won't bother it while it heals. This is the natural process. During a chronic stress response, chronic means you're having stress constantly. It's not like an injury. It's constant stress, daily stress. So during a chronic stress response, the cells in your organs and muscles express the same inflammatory reaction. It's much more debilitating though. Chronic stress makes your body excrete excess cortisol. When too much cortisol floods the bloodstream, it disrupts insulin's job of pushing sugar from your foods, from glucose, into your muscles and organs. When there's excess cortisol in your bloodstream, glucose gets rerouted to a different place, the fat cells. Bigger fat cells mean a bigger body. The fat cells that cuddle your abdomen, your abdominal organs, are especially congenial to the extra glucose. So when you're really stressed out, you'll find that you get a belly. What exactly in this great life could cause you to feel so stressed out? Your mind, your perceptions, an inability to discharge and neutralize difficult emotions. Also, if you drink pots of coffee daily, don't tell anybody, slam Red Bulls or drop or pop other stimulants, if you check your phone for social media updates or text updates every 3 to 5 minutes, seconds, eat fast food, packaged food, and or processed food regularly, you are also unhinging the floodgates for cortisol and adrenaline to consume your body. This will make glucose look for a welcoming cell to call home in your belly. That's where you store fat when you're high cortisol, high stress. To lessen the impact of chronic stress on your system, you need to exercise. Also, practice yoga meditation. Write in your journal. Make love. Make art. Hug a tree. Get a massage and laugh. These things could save your life. You think I'm being dramatic? But it's true. They can also make the difference between reaching for your oversized hoodie or reaching for your silver bikini. Chronic stress ain't good. Please consult your healthcare specialist if you experience more than one of these symptoms regularly. Frequent headaches, sore stiff neck, clenched jaw, grinding teeth, back, muscle spasms, frequent colds or infections, frequent allergy attacks, upset stomach, frequent heartburn, constipation, diarrhea, panic attacks, breathing problems, excessive worry, anxiety, nervousness, fidgeting. Oh, there's more. Goodness, frequent rise to anger or hostility, depression, mood swings, crying outbursts, a radical change of appetite, insomnia, sleeping too much, constant overwhelm, intense loneliness, difficulty making decisions, being forgetful, a loss of care about your appearance, or an increased use of drugs and alcohol. This is not funny. I mean, this is stress. I've had some of these. I've had more than 3 of these. These could be signs of chronic stress. I've probably had more than 5 of these. But if it's chronic, that's what we're looking for. That's what we're talking about. And the exercise is going to help you with this. So I'm going to pause right here. This is a good time to stop. This section is very important. I want you to get your takeaways from this section majorly, which is that you need to advance schedule your workouts. That means at the top of the week, you should know when you're working out. And if you're using Paper Coach, it helps you do that. And if you are also if you're reading Lean, Happy, Healthy You, it will remind you to do that because you're going to take notes at the end of each section. You advance schedule your 4 workouts, 4 to 6, and they last how long? Do you remember? Tell me, how long? 45 to 90 minutes. Those are your workouts. Now, a little bit later in the book, I'm going to be discussing your body of exercise. And that means there are 4 modalities to exercise that you must include: cardio, strength training or resistance training, flexibility training, and relaxation. You just heard me read all about stress, okay? So now you kind of understand why this is a modality of wellness and fitness, relaxation. I am not going to read the section on cardio, strength, flexibility, and relaxation. I'm not reading those. Oh, I want you to read those, okay? I'm going to skip ahead and go to an area about food, which is the nutritious boost, and cravings, which are cravings and how you can relieve those. But I want to tell you now, you must do cardio. Cardio is going to be good for your heart. It's going to be good to unclog the drains or your arteries of plaque. It's going to be good to get you to sweat and purify and get toxins out of your body, to get the plastics out of your body, metals out of your body, toxic foods by sweating. We actually are clearing our body of toxins through breathing, sweating, peeing, and you got it, pooping. If you're not pooping regularly, you're toxic. Peeing, breathing, you're going to get that from this cardio and from weight training, aren't you? You're going to breathe a lot. And if you're doing relaxation meditation, you're going to be doing deep breathing, right? Yeah? And sweating. Breathing, sweating. All 4 will help you clear toxins. So let's go back to the body of exercise. Cardio, we understand why we do that. Strength training, resistance training, that is going to be for your bones. It's going to be for your posture. It's going to be for body awareness. It's going to be ideally for strength. It's also going to be, it's going to be anti-aging because over the age of 30, 35-ish, you start to get fatter naturally. You just gain more body fat, up to 2% a year. And what'll happen when you're lifting weights regularly is your metabolism goes up. And I'm going to read a little bit about that at the end, but when I wrote about it in the book, I actually wrote about it, okay? Your metabolism is going to go up. So you're going to be burning calories at a faster rate than someone who does not have muscle on their body. So having just a little bit of a muscle on your body raises your metabolism. If you're in menopause, I think I'm done. But I got to keep muscle in my body so that my body won't gain weight, because women in menopause, you start gaining weight right here. I did. You will start gaining weight right there. And keep it down. You can actually manage it with these things, with these 4 modalities, your body of exercise. Flexibility is obvious. When you practice flexibility training, you're less likely to get injured. If you stumble and fall, or if you're doing something, when your body is tight, when it's called upon for a fast reflex, you'll go out, but your body will pull back. And what happens inside is you get a pulled muscle. When you're flexible, when you're pretty agile from doing your cardio, you're strong from doing your strength training, and you're flexible, falls aren't as dangerous for you typically. Now, you can't make guarantees on this stuff. I mean, if you slip on the ice like you're in one of these Bugs Bunny things, I mean, I can't make guarantees, but ideally, more flexible you are and the more body awareness you have from all these other modalities, safer your fall is. I just want to give you a story. I used to live in New York for 22 years, and I was taking the train, the A train in Harlem. It was snowing out. It wasn't snowing out, but there was snow all over the stairs going down, and there's 2 sets of stairs. I had my backpack on. I'm always in a hurry. When you live in New York, you're always in a hurry. Okay, we already understand that. I had a backpack on, a heavy backpack, and I got to the A train. I was going down the stairs, so I get to the train. I'm getting ready to go down the stairs, and with my backpack, and I just went boom, boom. I went right into a squat, and I went boom, 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 down one set of the stairs, landed at the bottom with my backpack in a squat, stood up, and walked to the train. And I wasn't hurt. I had done a squat down the stairs, and I wasn't hurt. My body stayed in squat mode. And somebody said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "I am okay." And I can't believe I'm okay. Like, nothing happened. I didn't even drop the backpack. My body had gotten so used to exercise and my form that it knew how to drop. It slid on my butt like a little kid all the way down the stairs on the ice, stood up like I finished a squat, and just kept walking, and I caught the train. That's what happens. Your nervous system sort of understands how to fall. We're going to go back here. Relaxation. To have that time to breathe, to have that time to reduce your stress, calm your mind, get centered and focused again on what really matters, repeat your love truths, and really be present in your life. Relaxation is part of having a healthy body, mind. All around. Healthy heart, body, and mind. Thank you for joining me for this reading. So this next section, we're going to talk a little bit about food. That's going to be our next video, which is going to be, I think, video 9. This is 8. We're going to talk about, we're going to talk about food. And then I think I have 1 or 2 more videos after that. But you'll see, because they'll all be up. I will see you. I'm Michelle Bernard. We're moving and grooving. The next one, you gotta really listen to the next one. We talk about snacks, nutritious boosts, and cheating, crazings. Bye. See you soon. You got this.